a very large portion of the hordes was still alive, so the military was forced to surrender for real this time. Yes, that's right, kids. The emus won the war.
What's up, everyone? Sag here, and today we're going to be going over some more Pack 4 games, and I'm going to be talking about basically the power of an emu scam. So this is going to work usually a lot better if you have, of course, PDF or Cobra. Those two, I think, of course, work the best with it. But you can do some weird stuff with, like, Falcon, and Emu does just give a lot of health. You don't actually have to play it in the back. A common misconception. You can play it in the 4th or 3rd spot just to get a slight bit of extra health. But I think that is a lot more uncommon, because there are just, like, way more powerful like tier 5s to give you like more of an advantage. Oh, I let God decide on that one, I think. So sometimes if I level up with Osprey and it's two good feint pets, I will let God decide. And whichever one the Osprey hits is the one that I buy. So fairly poor start, I would say, because we didn't have the triple going into it. We had to find the possum to be able to get the level up, so that was a bit bad. His team is pretty good here. I miss out on that, so we're going to lose this round. And I think in this game, I'm struggling a lot, and then out of nowhere, thanks to a little guy called Emu, we turn it all around. So let's speed this up a little bit. But yeah, I've been buying Emu more and more, of course, because I've been playing PDF. So it just naturally works well with it. And then it's not like you need Emu, but it works great as that scam tool that I keep talking about. Losing again, not good. Not good for me. His team is just so much better. We do level up into Falcon. Let's see what the other option was. Maybe we shouldn't have seen what the other option was. So I think I take a Falcon here because in the mirror, it's so good. I'm not set up. I could have Ospreyed here, but I think I just decide that I'm not gonna do it, and instead I would rather steal his stuff. But I think it was probably fine to just buy it there. I'm gonna be real with you. As the number one PDF forcer, yeah, I think it was completely fine to buy it there. I think maybe I had already played a PDF game against Mr. Fellows, and I want to say that I lost, so I decided not to do it. When I think arguably it was rather good there. But I do get the beta fish, and then I get the groundhog, and then I think I start winning. Yeah. And I was like, I think that was the tempo that I was really looking for to stay in it. And the Falcon, of course, does amazing against what he's building here, especially if I can steal his stuff. I'm sure I could have, I'm pretty sure PDF would have won as well, because I was able to find the flea quite quickly. So I think it would have been fine. But who's to say? I miss my beta fish there. It's fine. It's not like it's a weasel or something. So yeah, now we're coming back a little bit. I feel a little bit better. We get a level up here into an emu. Yeah, I'm not going to take it yet. Buying an emu now, I guess, could have been fine. But I think since I'm stabilizing, I'm going to like see if I can get some gold out of this. I almost never buy this unit. I think it's very bad most of the time, and you could even say it's bad here. I could agree with you there. Just like go emu, get extra health on your stuff. But I wanted to see if I could get, like, 2 or 3 gold out of it. Like, it's possible, just not in this instance. Yeah, and then he gets his own Falcon, and that's a little bit of a problem. Falcons don't steal each other. So there's that. End up selling here, and I'm like, maybe I can get him to be slightly bigger. Give me more gold. I think I'm gonna save the flea. Maybe I could have froze that potato too. Hard to say. But yeah, now we have a 912 silver fox, and I did invest, I would say, probably too much into it. I thought I could get big enough with this and, like, actually make real money. But then he steals it from me, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't like that. You can't do that to me. I think we do win this turn. Yes, very, very good. He picked up an early bro as well. We have a lot of options here. So I think, like, normally what you would do at this point is you have to take flea to see what your level up is. And I think this is where my game plan changes quite drastically. Yeah, it is a catfish. So I decide to do this, and I go, so I could catfish with warthog, I could double hog, I could cobra hog, or I could cobra catfish. And, of course, I leveled up my cockatoo, seeing that I already had the catfish, so I just go cobra, because I have the flea, double sell both so I can buy both. And I kind of just have to hope that my catfish hits my cobra. And I guess I was just going to use Silver Fox because I buffed it up enough to, like, maybe get more triggers out of this. But this is, like, super risky. Like, this is, I feel like this is really, really risky. Being down on life. Or I guess we're even on life right now. Yeah, not going to be able to do it there. And I really need this to hit my Cobra. And it doesn't. And I'm like, I need this to hit my Cobra. And it doesn't. And I'm like, It's like, what is happening? Fucking nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. I could have probably, like, I think maybe it would have been better just to sell the silver fox to pick up, like, a slug or something, so I, like, get guaranteed more attacks. But I was, like, I was greeding so hard for this money, dude. I was like, give me something out of it. I'm not gonna go for a level 2, though. You got me fucked up. Yeah, this is slightly bigger now, so I do it this way, and I think maybe I could still get a trigger out of here in the end. And, I mean, I do. I get 2 triggers, which is 2 gold, but now I'm down to 1 life, and at this point, it just looks over. If this doesn't hit Cobra, I'm like, I'm done. But it does. And then I have another one, and it hits Catfish. But this is where it all turns around. It looks a bit hopeless, but this emu is calling my fucking name. Okay, that one wasn't, but this one is. I can't believe I skipped that first one. That's so funny. And then I just throw, I think I throw a potato on it here. For ultimate protection. So now we actually have an amazing team. Like, this team is really, really strong because we get the weakness from Flea. This is sizable, does 7 damage. Now we have Banana Catfish, so that's going to go to the front. And then we have Cockatoo, which doesn't matter, but it is another trigger for Cobra. And this is way harder to beat. He would need, like, Cuttlefish and then Tomato or something to get rid of this, but, like, you don't really think about that immediately. Yeah, he has level 3 Secretary Bird on turn 11. On turn 11, that's crazy, dude. He has Fire Ant. Like, it just looks so over for me. Beautiful snipes. I think most of my snipes were really good, though. Beautiful tie. I mean, win. We had the exact attack numbers, is what I meant to say. Again, Cobra didn't get hit, but I swear this one does. If only it did. I think I just throw a durian here. Yeah, double durian. And it's like, how do you get rid of this quickly without getting rid of a bunch of your team? You really can't. So I just keep being able to farm with my emu here. Takes out a little bit of my damage. Right, it's going to be 4 now, but now my catfish is kind of big enough to still pull through. Oh, yes. And at level 1, you're only doing 6, right? It's twice the size, but it's still doing less damage than mine. Of course, without ink. And ink is probably still going to keep happening. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. So I just... If maybe if the fucking catfish would hit my Cobra more. I mean, it's nice that this is big, but it's nicer if Cobra's bigger. Right? I think we can agree on that. So I just take Bro here instead, because that's guaranteed stats on Cobra. Yeah, and I think I just throw this beluga in because now we're on double lethal, and I'm going to go with another flea. So I ended up not using PDF when I definitely think I could have. And then I think I could have went into the same sort of thing. So I played it like super weird. Probably not how you're supposed to play it at all. I also switch up this position. I think this position change is really good because now I get way more triggers into this squid before the ink goes off. But yeah, I played it super weird, and I don't think I would have done it any other way, baby. But it was incredible to be able to win this. Yeah, and then like now my catfish is actually just huge. So it was really scary. Really, really scary on my end. I made a lot of weird choices. It's like I was trying to stay away from PDF and then ended up just going into Cobra, which is arguably about the same. Found the flea and everything. Catfish wouldn't have been necessary. I could have just like bought the warthogs. So, not the cleanest. All right. Here's another game that I had against Mr. Fellows. And again, I do some questionable things, I think. But yeah, it's the same sort of deal with scamming with Emu. I don't know why I used Emu so much against Mr. Fellows. I must have been just feeling in a very Emu mood. Emu. Wait a second. How is it pronounced? I must have just really been feeling myself. And this one is a little bit different. This one's a little bit different in the way that I buy Emu for like a turn and then sell it. And so like he's never I let God decide again. And he's never really gonna know what's gonna happen next, right? We're always keeping him on his toes. We go for a stoat game. Dude, I was feeling myself, I think. He got an early baboon. I don't really care. I don't think early baboon is nearly as what's the word? Oppressive as it used to be. So now it's like he gets that, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like he got a giraffe or something is what it feels like. So it's like, okay, yeah, it's decent. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not stressing. Yeah, not much to look for here. It's either stilt or stoat, and I really wanted stoat because I guess I was gonna stoat Gamba. Stoat Gamba feels really good, especially when you sell on turn 7 and find like PDF or something. Losing these rounds, not ideal, of course, but that's kind of what happens when you stoat Gamba. Freeze a salad or lettuce. I think I'm gonna buy this baboon. Yeah, and it's really just, like, I would rip salads on these, right? If I was, like, playing Pack 1, I'd be fine ripping a salad on this. But it's like, I just wanted something else to get the trigger. And I have, like, decent enough gold here, too. I thought it felt very, very fair. And then I'll be able to level this next turn, I think. And then sell it on 7, I think was my game plan. 1 HP off. That would have never happened with old Baboon. I guess his shit would have been bigger too. Got a PDF early. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm at 3 life already, but this is where I turn it around, right? We get a slug. My man. We don't need Manta. There's never a world where we Manta there on 3 life to his 6. That is not how that works. I think avocado, yeah. Perfect gold. I really like this. Now, if I imagine I sell this stoat into PDF, level 2 PDF on turn 7. How would you feel? How were you feeling? You're right, you wouldn't feel very good. Yeah, the fig was huge because I knew that he couldn't have potato or any protection on it. Like, he could have triple lettuce or something, but I highly doubted it. And then we always win this round, which is very important. And now I can kind of come back. I can come back depending on what comes out of this guy. Saiga Antelope, which in its current state is amazing. This was a huge pull, especially since I already have a slug. This all works like perfectly with each other. Now I would like to find a potato though. Or I really wanted just another antelope to stack onto it. So I roll past a lot of things, I think. Definitely a lot of stoats that I could have bought. See, like, I could have bought that. Yeah, I think I have to get the PDF in here. Kind of mandatory. Yeah, and then I think I just rip this, right? I probably could have froze rolled to find the other one, but then it's like, brother, I'm like missing out on all these stats for these two very important fellas. I might as well just do it and then like take the risk that he has a fig. He doesn't have a fig, which is great. Ends up getting a beluga with cuttlefish inside. But now my team, I think, is just way better for the turn. Scaling is just not that great into, like, PDF Antelope. I think it's a little bit too slow. I mean, he's got the life for it, though, so I think it makes a lot of sense for what he's doing, actually. Makes a lot of sense. I could potato here on one of my guys. End up choosing the Antelope because he is the tiny little baby. And I can't seem to find another one to stack onto him, so... Yeah, at this point, Baboon... I knew Baboon was leaving. Like, almost immediately into the next turn. I end up saving my potato here, thinking it might be worth it, but he just switches out for a flea. Also understandable. I'm still going to be way too strong for the turn here. And now we're actually back to an even game, with him having the early Baboon, early PDF, early Beluga. Despite all of that, I've crawled my way back to an even game. And now, like, I'm just chilling. Oh, who do we see here? And who's a perfect guy to replace? Yes, sir. We pulled the emu in already turn 9. Not much he could do except for Fig, but I've already shown that I have a potato here, so buying Fig is kind of useless, right? So he would need a lot of figs or a way to get rid of this. Gonna be hard to do. Beautiful levels here. 1.5 PDF, level 2 flea, and this is a really, really strong board for the turn, right? Especially in the mirror. Gonna be super hard to beat. Not a lot of snipes. Give me that slug. Right, he pops off there, but I've already got my slug to where he needs to be. Down to 2. And now here, I sell emu, right? And my thought process is, when we come into turn 10, right, I have the life advantage. I'm going to scale this turn with Bop, at least. Maybe next turn, right? So it's like 2 sushis that I get for playing my turns. I won't have emu in coming into this turn, so he'll never think to buy a tomato on 11. But on 11, I'm going to play my turn and end on another emu. So I was going to look for another emu this turn. And of course, my level for PDF and like durian. Yeah, at least getting durian here is good. I think I might... No, I was thinking about freezing that. Yeah, at this point, I didn't really care about stacking. It was already the same stats. Oh, it's Etsy. I find it. So next turn, I can take my turn, buy the PDF, and then put the emu back in, because I think he's going to be on lethal here too, because I'm still fairly strong. Oh, wait, no, I don't. So that makes things a little bit more interesting. But I do get my level 2 PDF, which is great. Oh, I see a tomato too. That's gnarly. Yeah, we don't need Fig anymore. It doesn't do anything, so tomato here is way better if he can't find protection. I'm going to get my last trigger out of that, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Oyster here, and now I can get the emu back in. There's so little reason that he would ever buy a tomato, because he, like, from what he saw my team was, like, there's just no reason you buy a tomato there, was my thought process. And so we can play it like this. I have a tomato too. We take out, beautiful. Durian, I think, is like borderline useless. And this is like a free win, right? This is super easy to win now. And then all I need to do is find a potato here, because then he could get a tomato, and then I just seal that out. And there we go. Like, he can't even fly catcher against me, really. There's nothing he can really do. I don't know what I was looking for. I could have just pretzeled something. Huge apple value there. And yeah, he doesn't really find anything. He is able to get this bigger, got the pita bread trigger, but I mean, like, the stats aren't going to matter that much. Level 2 PDF just does so much damage. Yes, sir. It was fairly close, though. Don't get me wrong. His team was good. It was fairly close. I think I would have come out on top probably either way, because I could have found something else for PDF, and I could have replaced Potato on Saiga, and he still would have had a hard time getting rid of this without, like, Cuttlefish or something. All right, and I have one more game here. It's against Improv Average Gazelle Enjoyer. And I think this is also a pack 4 mirror, if I'm not mistaken. And again, it is basically super tempo. It is very, very similar to the last game, where it's like super tempo, throw in emu to just like overkill, basically. So very similar start here. I'm going to get my possum. All right, we might not let God decide, but it could still happen. Ty would have liked the win. No, we get a free weasel here. Freezel. Yeah, I like that cherry. Just like a great gold efficient turn. We're not going to stoat this time. And I do have to put one groundhog at the back, but I think that's fine. We're still going to get like a 4-4 or 5-5. And he's going to go stoat. He's going to get weasel and flea. He got so much shit that turn. And I'm still going to win because he went stoat. So great for me. I have the money advantage, the life advantage. Great level up now for next turn. I really wanted to find this groundhog, so we do. We look for it. Search hard. Hard, far, and wide. Chocolate Cake Flea on turn 4 is nasty work. I think it wins him this. We tie, and I think I win if one of them hits this weasel. Right, yeah, I needed a weasel hit there. I needed a weasel hit there. Actually, it depends. I guess it would have depended on the one at the back. It's fine, though. We at least tie. Better than nothing. Oh, baby. And then what do we have here? Oh. So, you could make the argument that double Saiga Antelope is great, but you know me, I am going to play into PDF, and so I think it's fine to just take Slug Saiga. And I think in the past, I think you would have just taken Mana Tea on Weasel and then double skipped. I think that is no longer the case. Right, this is amazing here too. I still have my Pied Tamarin, so he's still fine to use. I can rip this salad. Double tier 4 and a tier 3 is way better, I feel like, than one tier 4, 2 tier 3s. Hold my flea, because I already know the game plan. And he's got Gazelle. Look at that. But I just shart all over Gazelle with this build. Like, money build has nothing on PDF Slug Saiga. I'm going to take that. Odd that I just hold the flea. But I think, yeah, I was just going to rip lettuce on all of this. And then I'm just going to, I figured that, like, I wouldn't even buy it. I feel like I didn't need it. And then I would just look for more Saiga, PDF, another weasel, and then kind of go from there. Again, with the stats, we see these people going stats into these types of builds. It's just not going to work for you, brother. They call me the Tempo King. The King of Tempo. So you're at 7 with 3, and I'm just going to keep tempoing you. So it's going to be kind of hard. Oh my god, another slug here is diabolical. Because that's what, another, 6 trumpets? Baby! I get to double lettuce too. And I would just sell Pied Tamarin for PDF if I found it. It'd be very simple. Yeah, and I don't care about any of this garbage. Yeah, we want the small one up front. I don't know why. Oh, look at your team! Look at your team! That's exactly why we wanted the small one up front. It totally makes sense. I think I was just winning no matter what. And yeah, I'm just gonna hard roll here. Perfect target for my hard rolling. We're gonna put potato on that guy too for sure because of the fig. I even have another one. I could double potato. Super protection. Yeah. You're not gonna burst through any of my condoms. I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? They're potatoes. All I can think about is protection now. He got an early beluga, right, into a falcon. That is a great target. That is a great thing to hit, especially since I'm running so many summons. And he actually does make it through this time. So early beluga cake into falcon does a little bit for him here, but level 2 Saiga, I'm about to double my trumpet output. There's actually a little cobra action in here. I think level 1 PDF might be better than level 1 cobra. Hot take. Like, if you have no scaling, this guy is just better. Warthog is fine, though. I was thinking about Beluga Warthog. And I was like, I'll just freeze it. Like, I'm probably well within my rights to greed this hard. Oh, but I see another little guy. Another little PDF. Who else is over there? It's an emu that I don't take. I should have thought about it. I probably did think about it. But you just don't see me thinking about it in the replay. Odd choice to switch to Niala. Actually, crazy odd choice to switch to Niala. Because I'm just, like, always going to have more trumpets now. I guess he didn't know that. He's going to have to find out the hard way. The really hard way. And now he's on 1. I know I get emu in here. Oh, yeah, because I'm blessed with another one. The game said, no, you're taking this. You're taking this. Right, and Warthog is just ass here. Like, there's no reason. It looks like I'm about to buy one of these 3, and it's like, no, I'd rather have this. And we put chocolate cake on them. That'd be crazy. No, I'm just gonna still greed for Beluga, but I can, for this turn, run the emu. And this is what I was talking about. It's like, if he somehow kills this, right, because he does have Fig, then I don't want to, like, have my position weird, like, have Slug here, Saiga here, Emu in the back. So I was like, let's just do it this way, right? If it gets sniped, it gets sniped. And if it doesn't, then I automatically win, right? And I think he gets rid of Fig. Yeah, so I just automatically win. No flea either. I said, I don't need it. Look at that health. Look at that health. It didn't matter because I didn't have PDF anymore. But look at this. He dies. Oh. 9, 10. So I get to double attack. It's dead. And then I get to double trade and win. Easy emu value. So I was able to scam quite a bit with it. Not traditional and probably not the best, but it worked out in both cases and I won both my sets. So who's to say, really? Who's to say? But that's going to do it for me. Tell me about your emu expeditions. Actually, let's see how many emus I've bought. I've bought a whole 38 of them. Yeah, I've been buying a few more, trying to scam with them more. And it's working out decently well. You know, sometimes you probably didn't need it, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Politely smack that like button, Sass, on your way out. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.